What is up, guys? Tom here, and we're gonna go ahead and start diving into part 9 of the Urban Legends Iceberg, and we're closing in on the end of the iceberg for this content. But it's been an interesting ride so far, learning new stuff and seeing what kind of urban legends are out there and what might not have been heard about or anything like that. But with that being said, hope you guys have been enjoying this content. If you have and you're new to the channel, feel free to click that subscribe button. Also, check out the descriptions down below because there are some links to other methods of supporting the channel if you feel the need to or would like to. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get this part 9 video underway. And we're going to be starting it out with 999 phone charging urban legend, which is more or less a myth that claims that if a mobile phone has low battery, then dialing 999 or any regional emergency telephone number, if you're from America, this would be similar to 911, charges the phone so it has more power. This was confirmed as untrue by several British police forces who publicly cited the dangers of making such a call. The basis for the belief is a feature of BlackBerry phones. If the battery level is too low, the phone automatically locked down phone features and shut down the phone radio for all calls except for emergency services. People discovered that if they dialed 999 and immediately hung up, it would override the shutdown for several minutes so that phone calls could be made. A related belief arose in 2015 that telling Siri on the iPhone to charge my phone to 100% would cause the phone to call emergency services as a secret safety code. This was later traced to a bug in Apple programming that was fixed within a day, though the myth continued to spread on social media as a prank. That one I actually never heard of. I thought it was kind of interesting. And then we have another one that's called the AIDS needles and gas pumps. From my understanding, that was a myth or legend that was spread by email. There was one man that made a police report stating he was stuck by a needle at a gas pump. However, Snopes claims that the claims on the myth are false, that there is no one out there sticking needles in gas pumps. However, for safety reasons, I do say that it's always best to keep an eye on the gas pump before you grab it, just in case something is stuck under there. Snopes says it's false, but like I was stating a little bit ago, there was the one man that claimed that he was stuck by a needle and made a police report about it. The needles that were supposedly hidden by this myth and urban legend were said to have HIV or AIDS positive blood in them that would transmit the disease when your finger got stuck by the needle. But like I was stating, Snopes claims that it is a false claim. However, there are some people that have filed reports stating that it has happened to them. So bear that in mind. Be safe. Always keep an eye on your surroundings. And then we're going to be moving along into the Phantom Social Worker. In the early 1990s, reports emerged in the UK media concerning the purported conduct of persons or people claiming to be social workers. Most witnesses reported being visited by one or two women in their late 20s to early 30s who were dressed professionally. And some of the versions of the stories, the visits included a woman accompanied by a man who seemed to be acting in a supervisory role. Visits consisted of an inspection of the children in a household during which the social workers displayed strange behavior. Claims about the nature of the examinations fed concerns that the children were being abused, not in the physical sense. Police in South Yorkshire launched a major investigation into the phantom social worker phenomenon in the 1990s known as Operation Childcare. The investigation became one of the largest in UK history, with 23 separate police forces participating. After a year of investigating, police had gathered 250 reports. Of these, police believed only 2 cases were genuine and 18 deserved to be taken seriously. Criminologists speculate that even genuine cases may have involved self appointed child abuse investigators or individuals seeking to make false accusations rather than child abusers. And no arrests were ever made, and Operation Childcare has since been disbanded. That one does kind of find, I do find it kind of concerning if that was something that was legitimately going on, um, because of how people want to perceive someone that's filling a professional role like that, and how it could be easy to be led into a false sense of security when something like that is to happen. But regardless, we're on to the last urban legend that we'll be discussing for this part of the iceberg. It's going to be titled The Baby Train. Um, it's an urban legend told in the United States, United Kingdom, and Australia. The legend first appeared in Christopher Morley's 1939 novel Kitty Foyle. According to the legend, a certain small town had an unusually high birth rate. This was allegedly caused by a freight train passing through the town and blowing its whistle, waking up all the residents. Um, since it was too late to go back to bed and too early to get up, couples would participate in activities that resulted in a mini baby boom. When an official arrived, he found children everywhere he looked. Even the local school had those temporary classrooms all over the place to fit them in, and they had a special maternity wing at the local hospital. The man was mystified for a while. The people there did not seem to be any different from people in other small towns, so he could understand why they got 3 times as many children. However, he said that after a few nights in the town, he was able to figure it out. Um, since with that one, I never really heard of that one before, so I don't know how popular it is. If it's something you have heard, feel free to let me know in the comments down below, because I would find it interesting to hear if it's something that you've ever heard about, or if it's from any of the areas around where you are at. Where as far as if the story may be more popular in other towns than it is where I'm from. But regardless, to say those are some examples of what we have on part 9 of the Urban Legends Iceberg. If you enjoyed this video and you're new to the channel, I would highly recommend that you click that subscribe button down below, as well as the like button and the bell notification. Um, if you also are interested, there's going to be a couple links in the description down below if you feel like supporting the channel in another manner than just subscribing. I would recommend that you check those links out as well and see if that's something you would like doing. But with all that being said and everything, as always, enjoy life, take it a day at a time, and I'll catch you all next time.